Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Hope everybody's doing well. You had a good weekend. Here we are today. It's Alitalia. Not really in existence anymore, but hey, that's the only livery available for a little flight from Milan Malpensa to Malta. Right, so we'll switch on the Adiru, the emergency lights, and open up this one. There's nothing wrong with the aircraft, everything is good. So. Hydraulic pressure's down at the moment. Oh, you're on holiday, nice! I hope you are enjoying your holiday, having a good time. Oh, that's good. Any particular plans for the holiday, or just chilling out? Right, so like always, we'll start with the ident page. Today we're on the 200 LR, the PMDG Ops Center livery, so nothing fancy. I didn't go and pick up random liveries today or anything like that. It's just the normal PMDG livery. On the 200 LR, I don't think actually at the time Alitalia had the 200 LR. I think they had 200 ERs, maybe a couple of 300 ERs as well, but not the 200 LR. But this is obviously like a fictional livery, and since I don't have the 200 ER variant here, then that will do the trick. G90 engines, 110,000 pounds of thrust on this one, but it's a much smaller aircraft, so it's actually giving it a lot of power. So I tried to maximize the zero fuel weight as much as I could, but it's still gonna be a light aircraft, so it's gonna climb like a rocket. Iraq is the 2305, so that's good. That goes until the 15th of June, which is actually this coming Thursday. We'll go on to 2306 for the Iraq. Oh, nice! Yeah, you may as well take advantage of the train tickets and stuff, yeah. Oh, that's a good idea. Nothing better than to do some internal traveling. I will take the GPS position for the RS position. Actually, like, when you think about it, your own country very often is kind of unexplored, and it's nice to kind of travel around in your own country and find out about like new places, and because we always tend to think, oh, I'm gonna go very far, which a lot of the time like costs quite a lot of money and takes a long time to get to places. When you've got very nice places like just next door to you, there's not always a need to travel by plane for hours on end, when you can just like take a train and explore your own place. Cool, so we load the uplink with the route. We've got the route already, LIMC to LMML. The flight number is Alitalia. On my Clima. A surprise. And that's the route. Nowadays in Italy, free route airspace above flight level 305. So if your control is happy, then you can take a lot of directs, which is nice. Like always, the perfinite uplink I'll reject. The alternate today is Palermo. Remember the famous flight to Palermo, and then back to Innsbruck to take the limoncello to the ski resorts and stuff in Austria. Yeah, that was a legendary flight, dude. Anyway, probably not. That's only me. 8.9 today to go to Palermo and then have 30 minutes of fuel. Once we get to Palermo, cruise. For some reason, the flight plan software give me 330. I mean, it's a long enough flight to climb to 35, so we'll go to 35. Unless I was thinking that maybe in terms of wind, it was better lower down, but yeah, I feel like going up to 35. 35 is a nice level, kind of sits square well at 350. We'll cost index it at 40 today. Nice. This we can leave. Here we've got, oh, which makes me think I'm gonna have to settings. And in Italy, 3000 and 1500 for the acceleration and thrust reduction. So if you fly in Italy, even if it's virtually, want to keep and push the realism a touch further than departing from Italy, accelerating at 3000 feet and thrust reduction at 1500. I do believe a lot of places in Italy require this noise abatement procedure, so that's something worth adding on to your simulation. For a place like Milan, it's a nightmare. It's a pure nightmare in terms of selecting the stars and stuff. It's it's really bad. It's the kind of places where there's no point trying to guess. If you don't know what to expect, there's no point trying to guess. The best thing is to ask ATC straight away. So if you're online, or if you know, flying in real as well, you may as well ask straight away, or what can we expect? What departure and what transition can we expect? Because in Milan and a couple of other Italian places, you've got like an SID and then you've got a transition. So yeah, it's a big mess, organized chaos. So as you know, there's 2 runways in Milan Malpensa, and there's a little description here that explains what runway is in use. I know you can tell me, oh, I just have to look at FlyRadar 24, but if you're an intellectual kind of guy, you can look at this as well and work it out by yourself. So we are in 2023. Sorry to upset you. 2023. And we are in the second day scheme at the moment. And on the second day scheme, it's runway 35 right for departure. Still 1400 local time, so it's now 12:40. So for another hour and 20 minutes, it's gonna be 35 right. And the second day scheme is on the 2nd of June. So 2nd of June is second day, 1st of June is first day. You alternate, you count today on the 12th. It's a second day scheme, so we'll do 35 right for departure. So that's the first thing. It's already taken a lot of brain processor. I know a lot of people can't brain process anymore, but hey, still have this thing up there in your skull, yeah? That's allowing you to think a little bit. Good. And so now that we know which runway to use, we'll have a look at the departure. So here it's a real mess. It's a real mess. You got all that stuff. It doesn't really tell you what to expect. Or the first waypoint on the flight plan will kind of give you the transition, but which transition to choose is quite difficult to work out, actually. These procedures, you can select a runway by right. We're going down to Lagen or Lagen or whatever they want to call it. So there's actually those 3 choices here. This kind of helps obviously reduce the choices and the options. You can see there's a lot of options. So it's one of those three basically. From by right, yeah. The Malpensa 6 Sierra, Lagen 9 X-ray, 7 Hotel or 8 Golf. Well, look at this one, the 6 Sierra, see what it looks like. Ah, it looks ugly. Yeah, it looks ugly. Gosh. Go back. Nope. 7 Hotel.
I'm back from the walk around. Everything looks good.
That's maybe a little bit better. It's a little bit wider, actually. Okay. Then the 8 Golf. Oh, here is 8 Golf. Where's the 8 Golf? Maybe it is. Okay. So maybe then the 7 Hotel then. Yep. Cool. Excellent. Right, so we can go back into our FMC, choose the Malpensa 7 Hotel, and then the Lagen 9 X-ray. Happy days. So if we look back to the route page, we've got Malpensa 7 Hotel, Lagen 9 X-ray to Lagen, execute. Phew. Gosh, that was a bit of carry on. Pass this for myself. Hey, she's back from the workaround. Grazie.
Hi guys, can we start boarding now?
Yes.
Thanks.
Sì, prego. Right. The boarding. Not gonna board 500 people. 35, let's say, will be good. Close the catering doors. On this one, it's only 8 doors in total. I want to give myself a little bit. So let's try again. 1170 and then 356 track until 4 miles. That should be 2200 feet above. I don't know if it's gonna take it. Oh yeah, it's doing it. Good. You got to keep climbing, basically. And once you get here, there's 220 knots maximum in the turn. 041, 141 to Irked. Ah, that doesn't really make sense.
Milan traffic, speed at Hotel Lima, established on the ILS for runway 35 left, 15 mile final, Milano traffic.
Anyway, we'll set 220. Hello. And 3000. At Irked. Get it climbing. Then 4000 feet as we head south, pretty much here. But it's 4000 and above. Ah, doesn't like it. Oh yeah, that's already an at or above point. Okay. And then to Malpensa. And on Malpensa, then maybe you can set 230 and 4000. Like so. Okay, so that's the initial part. And then for transitions, yeah, we have to repair to 10-3 Tango 6. Okay, transitions is 6000 feet. Yeah, we can discontinue. Yeah, just have to make sure that I'm not forgetting some points along the way. And I was, because after Lagen, the flight plan it's to Evrog. So you see there the FMC gives you a discontinuity when you enter the SID and the transition. It kind of gets rid of non-route waypoints, so always have to be careful when the FMC gives you discontinuity like this. Make sure that not losing any waypoints along the way. Cool. Right, so we were at Malpensa. Told you it's very complicated, very complicated. Hey, MSCP004, ça va? Ça mousse, ça mousse? And then we have to find the other chart now. I didn't before earlier. So, back into this. 10-3 Tango 6. 10-3 Tango. Yes. Gen 9 X-ray. Beautiful. Gosh. So, from Malpensa, it's a good start. Yeah, I'll have transitions. I told you, I mean, I've flown to Milan a few times before, and it's a nightmare. As I said, the best option is to ask straight away ATC what to expect, because otherwise, yeah, it's a nightmare. So from Malpensa we go to Farak. And after Farak to Tonda, yeah, and then Tonda to Lajen. Tonda to Lajen and flight level 110. Good. Excellent. Now it makes sense. Beautiful. Is it the new version of MSFS? Amazing. Gosh. Not too waypoints there for the wind. Gosh.
Speedbird 5 Hotel Lima vacated runway 35 left, taxi into gate 415.
A radio, progress page. Okay, yeah, we'll have a look, certainly. Route copy onto route 2, back to route 1. Excellent. Transition is 6,000. Good, okay. Anyway, as I said, it's not a very user-friendly airport. That Malpensa airport is not very... Anyway. Has to be done, it has to be done. Six. Okay. And initially, since there's no ATC, all the way. Oh, Natalia is already finished. Oh, that took a long time there. Yeah, sorry, I kind of dragged on a little bit. Let's pump it up a little bit. So we're gonna go from the gate with the transponder, reduce the thrust. Perhaps it's probably gonna be 5. Yeah, it is. 1500, 3000 SID and terrain. Terrain in Milan, yes, because you're facing the Alps on takeoff. So if there wasn't any engine problem, then you would have to turn away quite quickly. Cool. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%.
Tested 100%. Flight instruments.
Heading 231, altimeter 1013.
Heading 231. Altimeter 1013. Pre-flight checklist complete.
Grazie. So let's start the APU. Okay. One needs to come on, because you shall not be smoking on my flight. Zero fuel weight is gonna be, only kidding. Always saying he's gonna cut. Cannot do that. back on. Zero fuel weight is 208.8 plus 21.5 tons of fuel. That gives us a gross weight of 230 tons. Oh gosh, light as a feather is gonna like. And assumed temperature is 57. A little bit of a tailwind. We'll leave it at that. Engine out is 1000. Flaps is 5. CG 5 PMDG 27%. And the speeds, oh my god, they are correct. 146 and 151. Oh my. Oh wow, so you get mountain rescue, ambulance transport via helicopter, and it can extinguish forest fires. Gosh, amazing. 51 is the B2. It's at 151. I will have a look. It's been every version has been a new purchase, basically.
We are ready for pushback.
Buongiorno. Before start procedure.
Are we clear to pressurize?
Yes.
Okay.
That would be interesting to find out, actually.
Battle check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Okay, Ralphba, you think it's gonna be a new version altogether, huh? So a new purchase, and not basically patching MSFS 2020. Huh?
I am ready for the checklist.
It kind of seems logical, huh? Because otherwise they wouldn't call it liquidation back. Now I know how to do it. Gosh, the other day I got so entangled with this shite. Yeah. Turn, baby, turn. Turn, baby, turn.
Release parking brakes.
Parking
Commencing
brake
push.
released.
All engines clear. Started wheel.
Before start checklist. Malpensa
Before
traffic,
start checklist.
Alitalia 1
Flight
Mike
deck door.
Lima, pushing
Closed and
back
locked. MCP.
405. Set and checked.
Takeoff speeds.
Set and checked.
CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Completed. Trim.
Set and checked.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Before start checklist complete.
Gotcha. Start sequence is 2 then 1.
Check.
Start the right engine.
Starting right.
Yeah, what graphic card do you need for this
Oil
new
pressure.
thing? It's never ending. Eh? I think there's a recurrent theme is that basically you have to keep buying things. That's the core principle of our society. Eh? That's yeah, that's really the bottom line. And then you'll have to buy all the add-ons again and all that stuff, yeah. Well, hopefully not, but I mean, I've not invested in MSFS, as you know, so it doesn't bother me. But I kind of see like there may be a bit of a recurrent pattern there where you
Milan
have to
traffic
keep
speed
updating all the time.
pushing back from stand 511.
Start the left engine.
Starting left.
Set parking brakes.
Oil pressure.
Waiting for your confirmation
Ah,
for
no
good
bad.
engine start.
Check the pushback. Very good. Grazie. Oh, now we're gonna have to taxi out of this place now. Something? Yeah, I'll put the... Ah, that's it. So funny. Open the door in flight, even at low altitude. Psh. Right, two good starts.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine. Start. You can disconnect.
Unlocking gear. No truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed.
Okay,
Left is clear. Right is clear.
it's moving. Yeah. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
My controls. Grazie, ciao.
Are you sure?
Maybe. Are you sure? Natalia, why are you questioning? Do not question your master, Natalia. He needs to be told, huh? Okay, that is working a bit. We'll take the rudder pedals. Go. Natalia. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Anti-ice. Auto. Recall. Checked. Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Before taxi checklist complete.
Clear left.
Clear right.
Avanti. Malpensa, traffic, Alitalia 1, Mike Lima, taxing 2-3 by right. Right, so maybe we're gonna try to stay on Yankee then. Not really sure how it's gonna work, but make it work. Which means we have to taxi through all the aprons and stuff. I hope we've got the tip clearance. Probably do. I think I remember taxiing in the middle of the apron. It's wide. Nobody on approach there. Where are we with the checklist? I've kind of lost the thread there. Okay. Runway procedure. Runway entry procedure.
Check.
Thank you, Natalia.
Clear on the approach.
Malpensa, traffic, Alitalia 1, Mike Lima, rolling 3-5 right.
Approaching 3-5 right.
Are you ready? Did I start the time? Oh yeah, 20 minutes. It's not bad, 20 minutes taxing time. Yeah, started the time from the... That was from the push. So not bad. 20 minutes to push and taxi. Yeah. So you see you have the mountains straight ahead. So you need to turn quite sharpish.
On runway 35, right.
Alright. Let's go then. Bad boy is in sync. Takeoff.
Check.
Press ref.
Check. Thrust set. $80 knots.
Hold.
Check.
V1.
Rotate. Positive climb.
Gear up. Hell
400 feet. Check.
Press ref.
Check.
Enough speed.
Check.
Autopilot.
Check.
Yeehaw! Go, go, go!
Climb.
Nice. They have a slight right turn initially there. I don't know if it's to avoid this, if there's a village here, I don't know. That's land class for you, but... Very nice. Ocean Gaming, how are you doing? Oh yeah, good question. The FBW is the fly-by-wire reference trim speed. Flaps 1.
Speed check. Flaps 1.
It's not in the aircraft, it's only a simulator thing, but it kind of helps. Flaps up.
Speed check. Flaps up.
It helps knowing where the reference trim speed is, because in the aircraft you would feel the, you know, the back pressure on the control column, but here in the simulator with the joystick, there's no such feedback, so it's hard to know where the trim is. So I think they decided, hey, we'll set this thing so that it shows you where it is. Camera fixed it. Since I don't use this one very often. But that's the aim of Milan, is to get climbing, so they've got doing well so far. It's even more. There's a departure actually like this where you turn. I think it's the same out of Turin and other places where you turn like this over the airport. So you would follow exactly the same, go a little bit east, then turn over the airport while climbing at low speeds to gain as much altitude as possible, to then go over the Alps, to then go north. I'm gonna go south, so it's not so much of an issue, but
Flight
for
level
the north
100.
departures is. I could give myself a direct as well, which would, departing to the south, they could possibly give direct as well. I want to see how it's gonna track. Should maintain 230 knots. right over the airport, no? Airport is down here, yeah. Gosh. What are we doing with that big loop? It's already 14,000 feet. Oh my gosh. Imagine. Alright, let's try to tighten this up a little bit. Wings level, wings level. Roll, push, power, stabilize. That's it. That's a pure procedural departure. Gosh, it's still over the airport. Obviously, above 10,000 feet, if you accelerate to more than 300 knots, then the turn is gonna be very tight. That gonna be very difficult to achieve. And now it's gonna accelerate. Hey, on this side here you've got the mountain, so as I said, if you were turning right to the north, you definitely need to be already at like 19,000 feet or something, because the Alps obviously are very tall and big. Cool. We are on our way. Yeah, so that's the departure. That's the loop of the departure. Well, we have bad actually. Yeah, it's a little bit wide. Didn't really manage with the speed. Turn tight. Not bad. Happy day. Yeah, there will be an opportunity though for a shortcut here, definitely, at some point. The camera view is weird, it's like it's tilting or something. KFC Turbo, how are you doing? I'll need to look at the things for case play. Oh, there's a little bit of weather on there. Yeah, south of the Alps, always. Huh? Work and lurk. Be my guest. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, I can see the fluffy cloud there in the corner.
With the traffic departing and coming 3 over right, so flight 3774.
You know what? We're gonna stay on this heading. Yeah, concentrate and go around the weather. Yeah, all good. Thank you very much. I hope you're good as well. Get rid of the magenta by just selecting weather. Got a little bit of time today, so I thought I would come in. Natalia switched off the lights. Bells. And I didn't do this one. After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist complete.
Check. Cool. Tiny bit of. So we'll play the game like always. If it's playable, sometimes it's not. But if it's playable, then I'll play the game and avoid the weather. Sometimes it's a pain because it's not very well defined, but here it is, so we can stay in the clear, then come around the corner. That will do. It's right, it's near Genoa. Yeah, Lima India Mike Juliet, I believe.
Traffic, Eurowings 952 Zulu, taxi Yankee.
But if we type for the METAR, maybe there'll be a bit of rain. Not really. Just a few clouds. 28 degrees is nice. Summer is on the way. I saw it was 29 degrees in London on Saturday. Oh, wow. Amazing. Yeah, that's why we were talking at the beginning about SFS 2024 now on the way. Which, as we discussed, seems to be a new version altogether. I hope the add-ons are compatible from 2020 to 2024. New flight model will be interesting. Yeah. New flight model, you'll need like a new GPU, of course. But yeah, that will be interesting. High level stuff. If the flight model has been improved, then that will be interesting, maybe. Never say never.
Thousand feet to level off.
Is that the hopefully it's not the minimum requirement. Up to 7. I can't believe we're already at La Gêne. At 370. So long to climb. Now we get just this little fluffy thing here.
Thousand feet to level off.
La Gêne. Yeah, when and if it comes out, all the P3D fans are talking about the FS Expo with for the release of the announcement of the release of P3D version 6, but yeah, that remains to be seen. That would be very good, actually, if there was version 6. That's it, 370, that will do. Yeah, perfect. Oh, that's Palermo ahead. Palermo and Trapani. So let's see if we can set an approach, because we're not very far now. So Meta, LMML 320 at 30. Okay. H1012. So definitely runway 3031 actually. Runway 31 in Malta. So we're gonna go departure arrival. There's no stars as we said, so I'll show you what I think you can do for the setup. We'll go ILS 31. This. We'll come in most probably on the right base there, so we'll take Kekor and execute. Obviously it's gonna give us a discontinuity. So gonna go to the plan mode. And FMC as well. A lot of things I need to do. We're actually gonna go from maybe a few miles before Gozo, if that's the correct name of the place, Golf Zulu Oscar. We're gonna make up a point a few miles before that will then link to Kekor. We're gonna do it like this, so that kind of simulates like a kind of downwind. So we'll take a Golf Zulu Oscar slash minus, let's say 8, pull it on top of itself here, and then join Kekor below the waypoint we've just made. And yeah, it's working out nicely. You could have created it maybe a little bit before, but yeah, that kind of looks alright to me. Cool. Then from Kekor, because it's the kind of base waypoint, come back on the speed a little bit. 240 is a little bit fast. We'll make it 210. Oh no. 210 here. It's a kind of wide base leg, so you can, and then at Rulov we can maybe make it 190. I would have to put an altitude there, or 3000 or above. And then at Sudox, which is on the center line, we'll make it maybe 180. You want to be nice and slow, huh? You don't want to be zooming there like crazy. So we got Kekor, Rulov, Sudox. Sudox, we are on the ILS. Then Sukal with the little cross as the final approach fix. 8.5 miles to the runway, and then straight ahead 3000 vectors, yeah. Cool. So that makes sense. Our minima are 440. We'll round it up. PNH was 1012, yeah. We'll work out a VRF. So we're gonna land with 9 tons. And that will add to the zero fuel weight. 09 plus 9 is 218. Flap 30, yeah. And I believe we need to roll to the end. Or maybe... yeah, most probably. I don't know if we can make echo. Or maybe we can. We'll try. Well, because otherwise there's just a tiny little loop here. You can taxi onto, hold short here, let somebody land, and then backtrack. Depends on the amount of traffic. Oh, what is this? Okay. So maybe auto brakes 2, then let it roll to the end. Oh gosh, what is this? Okay, there we go. Hydraulic pressure system left and spoilers. Okay. Cool. Let's have a look. Oh, I don't have the view there. So, hydraulic pressure system left checklist. And the left hydraulic system pressure is low. Okay. The left electric demand pump selector to on. The left electric demand pump selector to on. Back to the checklist. Hydraulic pressure system left message blanks. Nope, still there. So the left engine primary pump switch off. Left engine primaries off. Yeah, 26 degrees is nice. Perfect weather. And then the left electric demand pump selector to off as well. So we switch it on. Oops. Have to switch it back off. Well, actually it was on auto. And that's the hydraulic pressure system left checklist complete. Note the left thrust reverser is inoperative. Roll rate may be reduced in flight. Speed brake effectiveness may be reduced in flight and during landing. Okay. So we've got for ICAS review, hydraulic pressure system left, spoilers, no to land. We can cancel ICAS and close the checklist. Okay. So for the moment, it's not looking too bad. The only notes. So very often, you know, when we run the checklist, when it says notes, then you've got the notes here. That's why we refer to the notes. Oh gosh, more toot. Hey, enjoy the rest of your afternoon. See you soon. Thanks for popping in, Strato. Ah. Now we've got hydraulic pressure system left and right. Oh gosh. Are you serious? Really? Right. So hydraulic pressure system left and right checklist. So the ICAS, the way that the aircraft prioritizes the checklists, it gives you pretty much the order on there. On the checklist, it's actually in the opposite order, but this is really the order you would follow. So I'll go for this checklist. Start again. Yeah, you might need to call the fire brigade. Yeah, because the brakes might be hot. Hydraulic pressure system left and right. Condition: the left and right hydraulic system pressures are low. Objective is to restore system pressure and configure for landing using alternate systems if needed. So the left and the right electric demand pump selectors to on. We've already done this before. The demand on. Hydraulic pressure system left and right message blanks. Yep, still here. Left engine primary pump switch off. It's already off. The right engine primary pump switch will come off. So you see, every time you complete a step, the checklist most of the time recognizes that the switch has been touched and is completing the checklist for you. Then the left and right electric demand pump selectors to off. 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 Gosh. Handling qualities are degraded. Pitch and roll control capability is reduced with fewer operating control surfaces. Understood. Plan to land at the nearest suitable airport. Okay, that's noted. Ground proximity flap override switch. Flap override is here. To override. Keep an eye on the top of descent. So, note. Inoperative items. Multiple flight control surfaces in up. Handling qualities are degraded. Left and right thrust reversers in up. Manual braking is available. Auto brake in up. Manual braking is available. Normal brakes in up. Alternate brakes are available. Gosh, that's a lot of stuff that's buggered. Flaps 20 and VR 30 plus 20 for landing. Oh gosh, that's gonna be interesting. And crosswind limit is 20 knots. Oh. That's the checklist gone. Happy days. Ah, was not expecting this. Okay. Close the checklist. Review the ICAS. Hydraulic pressure system left and right and flight controls. Cancel the ICAS. So, where's the nearest suitable airport then? Well, we have the top of descent in 40 miles. We are on top of Palermo and Trapani. I don't think these airports are suitable. Malta is the destination, 160 miles to run. Tunis down here. It's 160 miles. I guess Malta is it's a good option. Malta have the maintenance, yeah. It's the destination of the flight, but the maintenance, all the services you need. If you decide to go into Palermo, you're gonna have to kind of circle because we are right on top of it, 7-0. So yeah, I think we can continue to Malta at this stage. I think. What do you think, guys? Continue to Malta? Or should we go elsewhere? We need less than 20 knots crosswind because otherwise it goes beyond we can land in this condition in Malta. It's a long runway, so no issues. as far as the landing performance is concerned. But if we look at the notes now, it says use flaps 20 and VREF 30 plus 20. The FMC have to change the VREF. So VREF 30 plus 20. So it's 137 plus 20 is gonna be 157. So we're gonna enter 20 for the flaps slash 157. That's gonna be our VREF. Crosswind landing limits. Is this bad boy not working out anymore? 290 at 14, so it's straight down the runway pretty much. It wants to descend, not miss the top of descent. What's the transition? Oh. 70. Forecast 70. Okay, the rest isn't changed. Quickly double check. The auto brakes need to come off. It's not working. Rest of the approach is the same. So yeah, we said multiple flight control surfaces are in up, handling qualities are degraded, no thrust reversals, manual braking and auto braking up. Flap 20, we are 30 plus 20, yeah? And maximum crosswind, Milano. Go. Ah, only that. No bad, eh? So if we check the recall, we got hydraulic pressure system left and right, flight control, spoilers and node to land. The notes we reviewed. So let's brief Natalia. Star, LS-CAT 1. 440 feet. Flap 20, it knows already. Dry. Auto brakes off, yeah. CPU, transponder, weather and terrain. Descent checklist.
Stand by. Descent checklist. Recall. Checked. Notes.
Checked.
Auto brake off. Landing data.
Set and checked.
VREF 157. Minimum 440 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist complete.
Grazie. Excellent. Right, so this is done. Okay, let's have a look at the flight control synoptic if it lets me do it. Yeah. Check this out. Huh? So we've lost 2 out of 3 hydraulic systems, which kind of messes up quite a bit with all the flight control surfaces. Huh? You've got 7 spoiler panels on each wing. We only have 3 now on each side, 3 and 3. We lost the left flap run. We lost the right elevator. So half of the tail there is basically not moving. More than half of The spoilers on the wing are not moving. We still have the ailerons on each side, which is good, but the flap run here is kaput. So it's quite degraded. Huh? So that will definitely be worth at least like a pan call for urgency. As said, it's a land at the nearest suitable airport type of failure, so have to get it down on the ground rather sharpish. Very interesting. Huh? Auto brakes, no reversers. We're lucky we're going to a sea level place with a long runway, because otherwise it could be tough. Yeah, of course on VATSIM I'm not gonna say, oh, pan. The other day I was flying, that guy was like, oh, to the controller, oh, sorry, I've lost my MCP, my autopilot is misbehaving, I don't know what to do. The aircraft is flying. That's it. So we'll see what it's like landing flaps 20 with quite a high speed on the approach. Mind you, this is the 200 LR, so it's a little bit lighter and less energy than the 300 ER, which is bigger and heavier and all that stuff. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Flap 20, 162 knots on final approach. We'll see how that goes. No reversers, no auto brake. But it's a long runway, so. You can love it. Here's the island again. $14 miles. We've got Lima Mike, the ILS identified. All good so far.
Thousand feet to level off.
Check. Approach mode. Localizer is captured. Yeah, you need a bit of instrument flying to break through the clouds. There's a little cloud layer here. Definitely need IFR to break through that stuff. Right. Gear down.
Check.
Flaps 20.
Speed check flaps 20.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Landing checklist complete.
Checklist complete. And glide slope capture, we got 3,000 feet, that's good. Okay. We are all set up. 162 knots. That'll be the final. The wind is straight down, so that's good. Remember, we got 20 knots crosswind limit. That's no problem. Malta traffic, Alitalia 1 Mike Lima, final runway 31, 7 miles.
Malta traffic, French plus 225, is turning final for runway 31, 20 miles.
2500.
Radio altimeter alive.
No, how are you doing, sir? Long time no see.
Cabin crew, take your seats.
I hope everything is good. Welcome to the arrival into Malta. Not a lot of power actually. Only 43%. They're amazing. By the TCAS there, that's interesting. Right, let's disconnect the autopilot. The landing might be a little bit rough, so I'll already find excuses. Yeah, brace for impact is coming. Lap 20 landing.
(1,000 feet). Approach stable.
1000.
Hopefully the RAS is not gonna scream unstable, unstable, too fast, too fast. Hopefully none of that is gonna happen.
Approaching 3, 1.
Okay. Don't give me wind shear, active sky, please. I can see the speed like flipping around a little bit. Very dry.
Approaching minimums.
Approaching minimums.
Pickety pick.
100 minimums.
Minimums.
Continue.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh no, it doesn't work. Can I use? That's the thing you used to press the button. It doesn't work. For the
Speed
moment,
brakes
I've not
up.
touched the brakes. I'll roll. A bit of friction, the speed brakes up.
60 knots.
Meters remaining.
Okay. I'll go into the loop and let MSCP 004 land. I'm sure he's not gonna need the whole runway anyway.
Malta traffic, French plus 225 on short funnel for runway 31.
Oh, this thing is not turning. Yeah, I'll let him land. Then I come. I don't think I'm supposed to take that loop in this direction. Cool. Malta traffic, Alitalia, 1 Mike Lima, backtracking 3-1. How are the brakes?
Malta traffic, French Post 225, runway 21 vacated.
Didn't break a sweat on the brakes.
1, 3. On runway 1, 3. Flaps, flaps.
Nice. Very good. The good thing is that with this failure, the gear and the flaps are not affected, so... Nothing. The tiller feels a little bit... Premium. I missed the landing rate. What was it? 73, huh? No bad. Ah, this is all for fun. Oh, is that a bridge? Is there a gap here? Oh yeah, there's a bridge. Oh wow. Oh nice. Right, anyway. So yeah, I think that's what I was saying earlier on. For like a big aircraft, I think we're supposed to follow the X-ray blue line. Din din din. If I understand, blue line. I'm not really sure why you have to taxi on the blue line. Maybe for the same thing for the wingtip clearance. But you don't have it on this side. Yeah, that's what it looks like, Malta. Funny. Right, so MSCP 004 is within the red line, so we'll continue taxi. Now we're going here. I think these are on the only gates where you can go with the heavy, so kind of remote. Hello. Now we've got the marshaller here. The 21 X-ray, yeah. Cool. lights and doors.
Cabin crew disarm doors and cross-check.
Tail is sticking out. Maybe we'll get a dance, a Malta dance. That dance. Ah, not yet. That's it. Anyway, you get the drift. Parking brake set and the no dance? Probably not. No. Yeah. Cool. Anyway, that's it. On to ident off. Hour and 50 minutes, not bad. 8. 2 hours and 3 minutes block. Nice. Let's disarm the doors. Park. Oh, they are coming. Got the army of
I am ready for the checklist.
trucks coming. Aircraft. Ready for the checklist. Okay. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Parking brake.
Set.
Shutdown checklist complete.
Cool. Got the bridges. Place. Open 1 and 4.
Passenger's bus is coming.
Oh yeah, it's true. I forgot with the buses we've got the voice from GSX. God, the bus is coming. Yeah, that's where you would end up on the bus somewhere. The arrival. Where are the GSX buses? I hope it's not coming. Oh, here it is. It's coming from whatever. Nice. That's it. Welcome to Malta. Ahead of schedule.